Here we go. Good evening,
Hello,
everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening. It's the GLU show. It's the Groove Leaders Unite. So welcome all you budding entrepreneurs. We're here with Dylan, as you can see, and Ciaran as well. And we've got a big show for you today. And when I mean big, I mean huge, right? You don't want to miss this, because if you're out there promoting any of the courses, then you know that, you know, the leadership's good at it, right? But what about the rest of the community? Are there people in the community that are just like you, that are doing everything right? Well, the answer is yes. And we've got a few of them today, and we're going to talk to a couple of them today. We won't give out any names yet. You might know some of them. You might not. Hello, Ciaran. Ciaran's in live. Welcome. So, as always, give us a hashtag live if you're live, or give us a hashtag replay on the replay. So, for those of you who don't know me, I am Nicholas McIntosh. I am in Australia. We have our friend over this side, Mr. Dylan. And say hello, Dylan. Let everyone know where you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dylan from Penang, Malaysia, in case that you don't know. So happy to have you guys live on us there. So go down here.
Yep, and down below. Yep, but he's not really down below because he's above me, right? But he's out. He's out in. Yeah, he's out
guys. Excited to be here. I'm excited to see so many people on the live, because you know that this is going to be absolutely awesome. It's super exciting. And the thing is, what Nicholas said there about kind of people just like us, like just like you, just like me, just like Nicholas, just like Dylan, just like Simon, just like everybody. And they're killing it. And they're doing things correctly. And that's showing in their affiliate sales, in their signups. So we're going to be getting a few of those on today. And, well, we're going to pick their brains and find out what they're doing. And then you can learn how you can do it too. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm hoping, Ciaran and Dylan, that what they're going to say is basically that they took on the GrooveAsia training and they just applied what we've been teaching them. I hope that's what they're going to say. They might not. They might have something completely different.
Do you know what I hope as well? I hope they say that we took on board the GrooveAsia training, but there were certain things that, you know, I was missing some gaps in there, and I went on to the internet and I found out those answers for myself. Because that's what this is about. It's not about just waiting for us to actually go and give you the answers to everything. It's about you asking those questions to yourself and going, what am I missing? And then going out and finding that. And then coming back to the community and sharing what you've actually learned. So, look, self-education is key here, guys.
You know what I hope?
Yeah. Tell us, Dylan. Tell us, what do you hope?
I hope they are better than Simon.
Well, we never know. We might have the next the next major internet entrepreneur might just come out of here. But look, ladies and gentlemen, the thing is right here, right? Ciaran is right when he says it's not just about what we give you in the community, right? We can give and give and give. And for those of you who have been with us for a while, you know that's what we do, right? In fact, we probably spoilt you too much sometimes, right? Because unlike any other community, we just keep giving out information. But Ciaran is dead on the money here. There are things, depending on where you are, where you come into the community, what you've learned already, what you know and what you don't know. And you're going to have to fill in those gaps. And to be a good entrepreneur, you need to be right at the cutting edge, right? You need to be at the front of what's going on. And the only way you can do that is to research, right? Research. And people say, oh, I don't like reading. Okay, don't read. Get an audio book, right? I don't like watching videos, right? Okay, listen to a podcast. There really is no excuse, right? I don't care how busy you are, because we're all busy. We are all busy, right? But you can find ways to fit in at least the information during the day, right? And I think that podcasts and audiobooks are really, really great for that, right? You can learn a lot of information while you're doing something. And then when you have the time to apply it, then sit down at your desk and apply it, right? But don't waste your day listening to stuff that is not going to help you grow, right? Beware of what you put into this thing. It's really, really important that you surround yourself with not only people that can give you good information, but the things that are around you, right? Be careful, like turn the news off, right? Don't watch the news every night of the week. I'm not suggesting you don't watch the news at all. You need to know what's happening around you in the world, right? Because we're in a bit of times at the moment. But don't do it every day. Don't watch the morning news and the lunchtime news and the evening news. You'll just depress yourself, right? Their whole premise is on negativity. And if you want to be someone, you've got to start focusing on the positives. What can go right, not what can go wrong. Because plenty of things can go wrong, right? And things will go wrong. But the attitude here, and Dylan talks about this all the time as well, right? It's your attitude determines your altitude. You've got to have a positive attitude if you want to punch up, right? You've got to have that positive attitude. And the best way to do that is surround yourself with positive things. So, you know, if you've got to watch TV, watch a positive movie, right? Or, as I just said, listen to an audio book, listen to a podcast, go outside and do some yoga, right? I mean, I could do with a bit of yoga, I could tell you, right? Because I sit here quite often in front of this square little box, right? But Ciaran's laughing at me because he knows what I'm talking about, right? He knows.
Do you know what? It was something you were saying there. Look, it's okay to watch a movie. It's okay to watch the news. It's okay to do all of those things.
Yep.
But as you get involved within this community, you could make every single thing that you're doing a learning experience. So if you're watching a movie, are there elements within the movie being mentioned that you're able to transfer into your own business? While you're watching the news, is there something new that's come out that potentially is something that you can use in your online business? So when you start to learn how beautiful this business is, you'll be able to start connecting the dots between everything that's going on in your world around you. So that even though you might spend an extra hour watching a comedy session or something like that on Netflix, that you're able to take certain things that the comic is saying and then adapt them into potentially the content that you're actually creating. So look, take time and enjoy the world, enjoy this business that we actually have here. Because, when they say this, it's completely true. If you love what you do, you won't work a day in your life. And if you can really get behind this and turn this into something that is just so much fun, you're gonna have a good life. You're gonna have something where you wake up in the morning buzzed and excited to wake up and get stuck into what people would call work, but to what you will call fun and enjoyment and learning and development. It's like this industry, this digital marketing, this GrooveAsia, this industry is so much fun. Well, it is to me, obviously, as you can see, I'm very excited about it. And it is to all these guys here. So yeah, super excited. I'm excited to see what these guys have done today and to talk to them and see what they've actually, see where they're coming from. All right, so I believe they're nearly on, aren't they, Nicholas?
I think they are. And just one quick point on what we're doing here, right? Don't ever treat your business as a job, right? It's not a job. Ciaran's right. Have fun with it, because you know what job stands for? Job, as an acronym, stands for just over broke, and that's what you'll end up being. If you focus on it as a job. All right, look, it looks like we've got some people coming into the green room, and I'm pretty excited about this. So, look, before we get in, we did have Ciaran was going to drop in this evening. He was having a bit of internet connection issues, and unfortunately, we weren't able to get him on. But we'll be able to get him on very, very soon. But in the meantime, it looks like, let's have a look. Da, 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 da. One of our super, and we call her a super affiliate. We want to start calling her a super affiliate because this particular person has been crushing it lately. And in fact, last month ended up number 4 on the leaderboard overall for the entire GrooveAsia community. And you know, there's thousands of you, right? This lady's come from nowhere. So what we'd like to do is bring up Miss Lonnie. Is she there? Chester, have you got her in the background? Lonnie! Yes, she is. Can you hear us?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Lonnie.
Yes. Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Dylan. And hi, Ciaran. Hi, Chester.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Loud
We
and
can.
clear.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you
Okay,
fine,
thank
Lenny.
you.
Love your voice.
Hi, everyone.
so-
Hi, GrooveAsia community.
So, Liney, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, you know, what your profession was before you came to GrooveAsia, sort of what you were doing and you know, how you got connected with us.
Tell us the
Okay.
story. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Before GrooveAsia community, or before I bumped into GrooveAsia, I was a health, safety, and environment professional. I work in a corporate job in a 9 to 5 job, and then when pandemic comes, our company closed for the meantime, and then back in June 2020, my boss asked me to come back, but I didn't go back because I'm afraid of the virus. So I just being creative. I have talents and skills in designing, and I've been a tutor before in ESL, or English as a second language. So I tried applying for different kinds of job, and then I landed in graphic design. Currently, I'm a freelance graphic designer and a virtual assistant, and then I also do some commission jobs here in the local community. And then I tried to upskill because I studied Python and I studied WordPress, but I bumped into Chester Villanueva's website builder masterclass, and then I enrolled there, and then I fell in love with the platform because it is so easy. It is so easy to use. It's really user friendly, and it's not really complicated as the Wix platform, or no, I'm sorry, just blur that word, and then and the WordPress, and then uh, it's so easy to use. Groove platform is so easy to use. Plus, you don't have to pay for every plugins, and you don't have to pay for the hosting. So that's why I love the Groove Asia platform, the Groove platform, and then Chester is also always giving value. He always conducts meetings and always train us twice a week, giving us, we are like a baby, just guiding us step by step on what to do, on how to master the Groove platform. That's why I'm really thankful to Sir Chester for tagging me along in this community. And I found all the leaders in GrooveAsia really, really approachable. They are more than a family to me. So I love GrooveAsia to the moon and back. That's why I stayed here. And I'm always happy to render every activity and every minute of my day, of my time in GrooveAsia community. That's all.
Well, see, I was going to ask you a few more questions, but I think you've
Oh,
just
sure.
answered a ton of them right then and there. Right? So I was going to ask you things like what motivates you and keeps you going, but it's quite obvious that plugging into the community, plugging into Chester and what's going on, and so look, one of the things that a lot of people will be wondering, Liney, is that do you actually have some sort of routine or something that you do, whether it's daily or weekly, that has helped you become a top affiliate in GrooveAsia? Can you tell the community members what it is you do on a daily basis that's helped you get to where you are?
Of course, I never pass the day to make a design. And then when I design, I make sure that I design for my clients, and I design for my pages, my business pages, and I designed for GrooveAsia. And every time I design, I give my designs to my affiliates also. And then I told them, hey, I made a design. Please, if you want to use this, use this. And then this is my copy. If you want my copy, then you can also post it in your wall and make it yours. And then another thing is, Chester always conducted meeting and always telling us the technique on how to post the announcements, and then how to recruit or make invites. And then I copied, or I replicated what he told us, and then yeah, it's really effective. And I made some affiliates, and then plus the trainings. Every now and then, GrooveAsia is giving trainings. I also apply them. Even if I did not apply it today, tomorrow, I make sure that the trainings that I acquire or I learn in GrooveAsia, I make it to a point that I really apply it and put it into practice, because I believe that practice makes it perfect. You have to do
Yeah,
it every day. Yes,
yeah.
practice makes it perfect, and
You got
then
to
you,
practice.
yeah,
You got to
and then
practice. So,
yeah,
go on,
I
go
think
on.
I think I also have this personal power within me that I have the ability to take action, because I always tell myself that, hey, Liney, well done is better than well said. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. You got to keep patting yourself on the back, right? And
Yeah,
so,
yes.
look, one of the other things that I think comes up, and we've spoken about this before, right? It's self-motivation is one of these things, right, that will drive you forward. But one of the things that I think comes up for a lot of people is, what if you get stuck? What if you get
Oh,
stuck with something and you just, because we've all had days like that, right? Where it's just nothing we do goes right. So if you get stuck, what do you do? Is there someone you reach out to personally, other than Chester, like, or other than the people? Like, I mean, what do you do? How do you overcome those challenges when you have them?
oh yeah. Actually, I had that creative block maybe this few days, and then I tried to chat with someone out of the not in the circle of Group Asia, just trying to chat. And but I also like the best way that I recover or I feel brand new is to take a walk and get some fresh air, and then change the scenery, because just like I said in my video in my wall, that taking a walk is exercise, is a form of exercise that releases endorphins. When we release some endorphins, we we have this spark of ideas again. We our brains are refreshed, and then changing the scenery also helps, because surrounding is changing of surroundings makes you spark some new ideas.
Yeah, because you tend to
Yes.
get blind, right? If you're watching something all the
Yeah.
time, and we see this, right? We call it page blindness, especially when you're building
Yes.
pages or you're working on something, right?
Mm.
You're working on it for so long, you don't see the mistakes, right? You just don't. I'm
Yes.
guilty of it all the time, which is why I throw
Yeah.
things to Dylan or Ciaran, right? And I'm sure Dylan or Ciaran might actually have some questions for you guys. So either one of you got a question for Lenny?
Yeah, I love what Linear has showed us. Perfect practice make perfect. But I want to also share with everyone in the audience here. We are not trying to look for perfection. Okay, if you're looking for perfection, if you cannot reach there, you have a devastated mood. You will feel defeated. So I will rephrase a little bit. Instead of our practice make perfect, we practice make progress. What we are looking for is progress every day.
Yeah.
If you're looking for perfection, then it's very long way. It's very, very far. So we don't want to give too much burden on yourself. Practice makes progress. That's I would like to share. Then, Laini, you have been talking about a lot of things that you have learned along the way. I also feel that you are a person who is hungry to learn. So how do you develop yourself and your skills? Once you learn something, how do you further develop that, and how do you develop your skill into the master level, and how do you progress? How do you put it into action?
Yes. In my case, I always teach other person. Example, I learn how to make pages. I always look for someone who wants to learn also, and then I teach him or her, because if you teach him or teach someone, it also helps you to learn also. And then if someone asks me for help, even though I don't know the answer, I always tell him or her that, okay, I will get back to you later. But the real thing is, I try to look for the answer, and then if I can't get back to them today, I will surely get back to them in the tomorrow or in the next days, like that. That's how I master, or that's how I want. I am progressing, and then I also make some tests. Example, um, through posting of post. I tried joining some groups. I always join public groups, public Facebook groups, and I also join private Facebook groups. When I tried posting in private groups, and then I don't usually get accepted. My posts don't usually get accepted. Sometimes when I receive the message of Facebook that your post has been declined, of course I feel hurt because I was declined by the admin. I'm getting absurd because maybe my account will be banned. So I'm not going to post for a day or 2 days like that. But I want to pursue again because I have goals. Because I believe that the only impossible journey is the one that you never begin. So I will try again in some private groups, and then some private groups accepts posts like that, and some private groups never accept. So when I always feel like that, I just stop, but I never quit like that.
Yeah.
Liddy, we've got to thank you so much for that, and that's true. Like it's about continually trying. You're going to get hit back all the time, but it just becomes part of the process. It becomes part of the
Yes.
fun. We've got a great question here from Trader Rob in the comments, and he says, "What is your creative process of how you leverage a training course? So all of these trainings that people are actually going through, how do you take that and apply that to your business?"
In my business, actually, I am building my website right now, and I am trying to. I don't know if I get the question right. Okay, build a website with my. I think it's just like something of a website portfolio, and then I just leave it in the internet, and of course. Uh,
No, so Liddy, what I'm trying to find out here is, you come to these training courses from
yes.
Chester, from the team here. So when you go through the training courses, how do you take the information that you've learned and apply it? So you kind of say, okay, so I learned about this here to do with creating an email squeeze page. Now, how
Mm.
can I apply that to my business, or to my Groove Funnels affiliate business?
Okay. Last time, Chester taught us how to integrate the Google Forms into the web pages, and I tried it alone in my business, and I think that is great because I made the Google form using to promote my business, and some some people responded in my Google form because I saw this morning that there are people who responded, maybe like three only, like that.
Look, it's about, again, it's like, even if it is three now, if you
Yeah.
continue doing it, like the unfortunate thing is with anything that we do is that everything we do is not going to be correct. Like,
Yes.
and that actually leads me onto an extremely important question. If if you could look back to when you started this now, and you could do some of the things that you've actually learned all the way through your process, all the way through building this, what would be one main thing that you would have loved to have known at the start of your GrooveAsia affiliate business?
Oh, maybe it's the digital marketing, because I never known digital marketing before. I never known how to uh, create this create graphics and post it anywhere, and just to get or capture some leads and to get clients. And before GrooveAsia, I did some postings, but it's not like this. Of course, I am just new in the internet world, in the virtual world, and I'm not a known graphic design freelancer. So I need to get clients. I started from scratch, really from scratch, because graphic designing is different from being an HSE professional. So I started learning from YouTube tutorials, and I invested to some virtual assistant groups and pay some trainings, but nobody was there to actually tell me that, Lainey, this is what you're going to do, this is how to do it, this is the result if you're going to do this. But here in GrooveAsia, I'm really thankful because the digital marketing that I never known even the meaning of it, even if I know the meaning from the Google or from the dictionary, it's not, it's really broad. But here in GrooveAsia, I started to learn from it, and daily, as I as daily in my journey here in GrooveAsia, I'm really thankful that I've known this community.
Well, look at the big up that you just got from the legend Simon there. Linny and the
Yeah,
GrooveAsia design team are so awesome. 5 stars, highly recommend if you need design
yeah.
services.
Ah, really?
It's
I
it says it all, right? Because again, Lani, one of the reasons we got you on is because obviously you're converting affiliates, right? You're getting signups
Yes,
with GrooveAsia, and
yes,
it's simple, right? It seems to me that the three things that I see that you're doing regularly, right, is number one, you're having fun with what you're doing, right? You're like
yes, yes,
but you're doing something every day. You're taking action. You're having a bit of fun. Number two, you're leveraging off your past. In other words, the information about what you've already got from previous jobs and whatever else. What you're doing is you're taking that and you're transitioning that into your online business, right? And
mm-hmm. Yeah,
number three, it seems to me again that you said something before that is so important. The best way to learn something is to teach someone else how to do it,
yes,
because it forces you. It forces you to learn it. Why? Because now somebody else is relying on you. It's
yeah,
almost like a teacher parent sort of relationship, right? Or a parent child relationship, right? Where it forces you to take action because you don't want to let people down. And that's what we find in GrooveAsia as general, right? The entire
mm,
community is like that. Nobody wants to let anybody down. and we're all in it together. So, Lenny, look, thank you very, very much for sharing with us today. We really appreciate your time. And as everyone has heard, you heard Simon say it, if you're looking for 5-star graphic design services, reach out to Lenny in the community, right? She'll help you.
Thank you, Lenny.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Lenny.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we've got another superstar coming up, and you may have heard her name a couple of times in the last few lives that we've done, right? You might guess who it is, right? You might guess, you might not. But this person is absolutely on fire, and in fact, they are currently for last month the #1 affiliate. Not just in free signups either, but they were in the top 5 in sales as well, right? So this person is just smashing through the barriers. And what we want to do is give a big, warm welcome to Siauw. Ciao, where are you? There he is, Charo. Welcome, Charo. Great to see you. How are you today, this evening, this morning?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. It's my first time to go on live, so sorry for my voice because I have a cat for a week now. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very overwhelmed. All the sacrifices and all the learnings has been applied, and we're reaping. I am reaping what I have learned and what I took action. Took action. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite obvious you've taken some action, because I've been watching the numbers, Charo, and they've just been shooting up the board like no tomorrow. So if you had a secret outside of taking action, right, because we all know we need to take action, but what would your daily routine look like? What would you say is one of the most important things when you're trying to build your network of people inside of your Groove community, right? So your affiliates, what are you doing that really makes those connections stick with those people?
Yeah, well, we're actually for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been experiencing power outages, internet problems, very intermittent, and I just have my mobile phone. But for example, I know Canva and some photo editing applications. Once I save my work there, I see to it that I send it to myself via Messenger or Facebook. So if the internet is down, then I can use my handheld phone, my mobile phone, to post in any platforms. So maybe what I can say is that every time we have trainings, I actually don't really, the very, I write everything like that. Like everything is in my mind like that. So I'm like that. Maybe what I can say is that the very important tips, or in every training I got, the takeaway I got, I apply it in every day that I do with my affiliate business. Like, well, actually, I've been doing the email marketing myself. I do some research on how to do the right copy, the very simple format that I can. But I'm just using a free email automation that is like less than 50 emails to send. So what I do is, of course, do other things too, like posting in social media, like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. I've been hanging at LinkedIn lately. I created the events with the webinar invitations and joined some groups in LinkedIn too. And then I did what I've learned from the strategic partnership masterclass with John Chong to add connections, to add connections. And by every now and then, like I message them, or sometimes they message me first and then I reply. So it's like you build, what do you call it, connection or partnership with them, or friendship to them first. So if they trust you, then you offer something, then they might, say yes to your offer like that.
Yeah, so we hear that quite often, right? It's the like, know, and trust factor. It's not about going out there and trying to sell GrooveAsia, right? It's about connecting with people. And it sounds like you've been doing this really, really well, Charo, from some of the people that we've spoken to. They said they've just reached out to you basically, and you've just offered them help. No matter what the situation, if you could help them, you'd help them. And then they come back to you, like you said, you build up that community. And then when they come with a problem, you're basically just turning around and say, well, I've got a platform that may be able to help you resolve that issue, right? And it's obviously working for you again, because we can see the numbers. But look, I do too much talking on these blooming things, so I'm going to let Ciaran and Dylan ask you a few more questions. Dylan?
Yeah, sure.
I can see Mom Cheryl's in the Facebook group in Malaysia, all over the place. You know, all sorts of groups, in the training group, in the digital marketing group. She's in there, connecting with people, trying to introduce them our upcoming mini course, you know, on this Saturday. So Mom Cheryl is everywhere. That's what I can see, right? So just now you mentioned that you try to make friends and make a real connection on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I'm not too sure whether you also leverage on other social platforms as well. So from your personal experience, which channel do you think is the most effective channel for you, and why?
If I target my fellow Filipinos, then of course I will use the Facebook groups, like the groups of virtual assistants, the groups for the coaches, training academies, the IT groups, the web developers group. Because I've noticed, like I already told Ciaran last night, if I join the affiliate groups, mostly of them are just replying with the Telegram links. So I stopped posting on those groups, and some other groups that I see those engagement are not really real or good. So it's like what I've learned from this GrooveAsia business is a trial and error process. But of course, we don't want us, I know you guys, you the veterans of this industry, don't want us to take like 5, 10, 15 years to master it, because you're giving us the shortcut. Like I remember what Nicholas said, we're giving you 15 years of experience, 20 years, 30 years of experience. So we, my other new fellow affiliates of GrooveAsia, we should listen to our mentors, because having a mentor is like giving you a handbook. Yeah, because these people, these trainers are very experienced, spend decades mastering this craft. So let us just follow them step by step. We're actually spoiled, Nicholas. You spoiled us, really. So I am very much thankful. You know, I'm having goosebumps because from my heart, I really, this GrooveAsia really has changed my life. Of course, not monetary yet, but I know that I'm I'm on that direction. We are all on that direction. Hey, I'm having goosebumps now. Um, just follow our mentors. You know, when Simon Leung, stand to the stage and talk, just listen, because he always have a tip that you cannot hear from other faith gurus. He said. So it's like every one of you, every one of the support team and our training team. I'm really very pleasure to work with you, and I give you my 200% gratitude from what I'm gaining now. I know that there's a much better future for us, not only with GrooveAsia, but who might say the future. I might be another speaker somehow, maybe 10 years from now. So just follow what our trainers, Simon Leung and Sir John Chong, is teaching us, because we can never go wrong. Okay, but of course there are some ways or some maybe strategies that don't work for us. But if it does not work once, it doesn't mean that it will not work again. So just try and have long patience. I spent sleepless nights sometimes, because when I started with GrooveAsia, it came along with my one web development training, Bubble.io, no coding web development training. And I don't have a computer for like uh, 2 or 3 weeks. And then I need to finish this task from that Bubble.io training. And then I need to attend every weekends the 2 days Facebook Mastery, cash flow. I sorry, cash cash flow injection sales training, and then last August, remember? So it's like um putting your time management, because if you really love what you're doing, if you put your heart on it, your passion in it, you can do whatever it takes to continue that goal, or to continue that training, or to continue whatever that you're doing. So just keep your patience, guys, and of course, set goals, plan, take action, and just stick to that. Okay, along the way we will have challenges. Along the way, I know every one of us can experience. Oh, how come Chara is posting GrooveAsia? Last time he's posting his her other business. So it's like that. So unless we can show them we're having commissions and checks and everything, then of course they will trust us, or they can come and join us with GrooveAsia. But just be patient. Our time will come, and I know that we have a bright future with GrooveAsia.
Charo, you
Yes.
sound super motivated to be successful. That's what I'm hearing. The whole thing is just super motivated, and we know that finding out our why we're actually doing something is super important. So like sometimes the why that we have is very personal. Sometimes it's not so personal, but you know, can you share, what is that burning desire that actually motivates you to be on point every single day?
Yeah, well, actually, my other fellow groupsters already know that I am a single mom of four, and I just lost my husband last year. So I used to be an overseas contract worker at Solomon Islands, just 3 hours away from Brisbane, Australia. And just 1 month, he had a heart attack. So from November last year up to January, February, March, I've been so depressed and very down. And then come May, my mom had a lung problem on her left. Some fluids were extracted. With my I think with my other VA training that time, I'm in the hospital with my mom, and I'm on my mobile attending a virtual assistant training. So that's how passionate I am. And maybe I can see my deepest why is really, a very big why. And some of my friends really saying that I am a strong woman. Maybe I can say that I'm just holding to God. Maybe, I mean, my strength just coming from the Lord. And and sometimes I don't want to cry, but sometimes it's like you have no choice but to be strong. Yeah. So every day I wake up, I do it for my children. Yeah, I'm starting to. Yeah. So that's how my motivation is coming from, and of course, ever since from my childhood, I've always been an achiever. I am a scholar since high school. I graduated electronics and communications engineering as a scholar for 5 years. And well, at 24, I started my own family. But still, I want to return back all the credits to my parents. So being a single mom before I go abroad, I still support my parents. So maybe God's still blessing me to be to be a good child. And I hope I really know that, because honestly, I can say that when the time I met Groove Asia. I prayed to God a night before, Lord, please give me an opportunity or anything that I know I will feel that it's for me. Because it's very hard to stay motivated, stay focused, stay like fresh every day, because your heart is like broken, yeah, with a knife or like that. But then when the time I saw Mike Philsane's email, it kept popping up every day. So I read it. I read it. And then I get back again to my browser, search for Groove.cm first, Groove Digital, and that's where it started. Then the next day, I was still searching on the internet, doing some stuff, and then I come across Sir Chester Villanueva's building website building masterclass, and then I chat, and then that was the day, like the next day or two, or after 2 days, is the first leaders meeting of Groove Asia. I was there. Since that day, I'm always attending the events and the meetings. That's why maybe you saw me, hey, who's that? Is that a leader? Like that. But I see to it that I attend the meetings and all the trainings of Groove Asia, and I never even have any small regret of being part of GrooveAsia. And I know this will give not only value to me, but how do you call it? Wisdom, because I can see the wisdom in every each of my trainer, especially Simon Leong. His humble. Sorry for my emotion. His humble background, his humble how he started. From being a student, from being an immigrant in the U.S. That the first time I saw that video of Simon Leong, I cried because I saw myself. I'm somehow like that, but I'm more blessed too because I'm a scholar since high school to college. But then what I'm saying is that the founders of Groove Asia and the trainers really has big heart and the passion to help people. And I have the same, I have the same what do you call it? I have the same vision or mission too. And I think I think that's what I used when I recruit people or when I invited people to Groove Asia, because it's not that we think of the sales, but what if you change it to what what solution you can provide them or what value you can provide them, than thinking of their commission. I don't force them to do the upgrade because I want them to see the value, the importance, the beauty in the community before deciding, because they will really learn the huge opportunity the Groove Asia may give them. But I want them to show to know it and to see it inside the community. And sorry for that, because every time I'm really talking from my heart. Maybe because I'm a mom, but I'm a very cheerful person. I used to be a trainer. I am a technical trainer for Linksys networking devices, HP notebook computers, Verizon Business, and a local telecom here in the Philippines. But having been on that situation, sometimes you lose the confidence. You lose the confidence. But with Groove Asia, I'm like gaining it every now and then, and I know I can do it with your help. Sorry.
Charo, it's an amazing story, right? You're gonna have your own story like Simon's to tell, and it's quite obvious. It's already started, right? We can see that it's happening, and your story is going to affect a lot of people. I mean, to be honest, it was affecting me. I was starting to think, if this goes on any longer, you're going to have the whole room teary, right? So we feel you, right? It's the heart of this community. This community has a beating heart that is multiplied every day by everyone in this community. As you said, that just wants to give and give and give and educate people and help people. I mean, our drive really is to help people, and we want to change lives. And you're right. If we can give them the tools and the education, eventually at some point, we know that a lot of people will go, you know what? I've invested so much in this, and they're going to upgrade because now they can. Now they understand what the community is about and how to use the tools, right? Which is unlike any other community out there. Most times, most products and service providers, they go, buy it first, and then I'll give you the support. And we're completely the other way around. Let's give you the support first. You make the decision as to whether you want to be part of this community with us. And if you love what we do, then stick around, right? We don't care if it takes you a week or 2 years, or you never upgrade. It might not happen. But the fact that we're changing lives, and we can see it in people like you, Ciaran, you're just breaking our hearts in a good way, right? In a really good way. And it's people like you that keep me going as well, that keep me excited to keep training people, right? So, look, thank you so much, Ciaran, for that time with us tonight. I'm
Ciaran,
sure
you gave me the shivers. Again,
yeah,
even Nicholas talking about it gave me the shivers again.
Yeah, I'm sure the community is going to get a lot out of that, Ciaran, and we really appreciate your time. So, if everyone who's in the chat, say hello and goodbye to Ciaran. Thank you, Ciaran. We love to see you again, and we'll see you again very soon. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, so there you go. Winding down, a bit of a tearjerker. Damn it, when these things happen, right, you got to get into them. But they're the real stories. That's what GrooveAsia is about. This is what we're about, right? We are about changing lives. And you can't make up stories like that, right? You can feel it. It's from the heart. This is what our community is about, changing lives.
Nicholas, that attitude there, guys, I'm still shivering. I'm shivering all over, getting goosebumps thinking of that. And that was it. It was like to be hit with one of probably the most breaking things in a human life, to be hit with that, but to go and never give up. Like that's what I have here. Like, never giving up, no matter what hits you. It was the attitude that just is. It's still like I'm still getting the buzz from it. Ciaran, thank you so much for sharing that with not only us but with everybody here in the community. And the way you spoke with such heart. Wow, you're an amazing speaker. You're amazing.
Yeah,
we've got it. And in terms of kind of like the ability that you have as an affiliate and as a leader within this community, we're going to have to get you back up to talk about the things that you do again, definitely, because you've got the value to share. You really do, and you've obviously got the passion, desire, drive, and the love. You've got the love. You've got the love for the community.
It never ceases. Never ceases to amaze me when we find people like this, and we find them in our community. They just for somehow they materialize like Ciaran, right? But one of the things about people like Ciaran is, as you said, it's almost like a natural gift, right? They just drive through these things, and it's like, well, one of the things we try and do here is to help you understand that you need to put systems into place for yourself, right? Some people have a natural drive, some people don't. You know, some people have a story of resilience and some people don't. So, getting Ciaran back, if she affected you tonight, then good. And if she didn't affect you, then I'm going to ask you, why are you in our community, right? Because that was a really solid, it's not a story, it's a fact, right? What she was telling you was factual, and it still pumped the heart, right? That
if you find it hard to find your why, go and rewatch that.
Yeah,
go and rewatch that, because finding that why, like that Ciaran has, finding the real why is what's going to drive you through the tough times, the barriers you come up against. Well, I think I'm going to have to reconsider and go through my whys again, which I do every year. So I'm going to do it early, actually listening to that.
Well, it's like what blew me away was it was like no excuses, right? Like, I do this and I'll send it to my phone just in case. In other words, running the entire business at times just from a mobile, because there's no power, there's no internet, and still dealing with all those other issues. Like, no excuse, right? No excuse, really. If anybody comes back to me after tonight and says, I've got a problem, I'm going to say, go and find a solution, because go and talk to Marcharo, right? She'll give you a solution for sure. That's incredible. Dylan, how did that affect you?
Chester, do you think that we can bring Charo back on stage again? Because I think I got something want to speak with her. Do you think it's possible? Is she still around at backstage?
It's the encore. Here we go.
Mom Charo, I'm sorry that for your loss. That was the first time I hearing your story like that one. So sorry to hear that you lost your loved one. But what I'm going to say might sound a little bit cliche, might be a little bit yucky to some of the other people, I don't know. But this is really something real. So on behalf of the community over here, so we will be your family from now on. Okay. So hope one day that we have chances to go on the GrooveAsia Con or GrooveAsia cruises together. We will spend some physical time, as a family, as a real family together. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring all the community members over here. We love seeing your work. We love that you beat Chester or last month. Keep doing that, until okay. So kudos to your hard work. Thank you, Mom Sharon, for inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dylan also, you've been to Cavite. I'm from Cavite.
Yeah, I know. I've been to Cavite before.
Yeah.
So who knows, when the COVID is slowing down, maybe we can start traveling again. Then we could find some time, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Please, Chester, if you can add in Linny as well, and we'll do a finish up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll run it
wrap
out
up for you. Hi, Linny. Hi, Mom Linny.
Geez, we could go.
Hi.
We could go on for hours, I'm sure, right? I mean, it is. There's the quote from Simon, right? It's family. That really is what this is. This is family, right? And we want to see it grow. We want you to become part of this family. So what we say to you is stay connected, right? Stay connected to the people that brought you along. Stay connected to our Facebook communities and our live. Get involved with the training. Connect with somebody else in the community that's connected to someone else that's connected. Like, think of yourself like a Lego block, man, and plug yourself in, right?
Can I just say something there? It's that's so true. Okay, I was working on another side of another business today, and I was kind of like going, oh God, I've got to go on and do this talk with you guys, and I was excited for it. But now, after nearly leaving this conversation, I feel closer to the family of GrooveAsia. I feel closer that I'm starting to get to know people, not from just on the outside talking to people, but actually from listening to what it is, who you are, where you're from, what struggles you're actually being through. And so I encourage every single person, because I'm constantly shivering at the moment. I encourage every single person here in GrooveAsia to get on lives with us, to say hello, to introduce yourself, to share your dreams, your goals, your aspirations with us, and to become kind of, to become part of the, as Simon said, the family, as you guys all said, this family. So look, I've only been here a month and a bit or something like that, but I'm getting more involved every day. I'm loving it more every single day. So
you're part of the family. You're definitely part of the family already, Ciaran. You're almost like furniture, mate. We're not moving you out of the door in a hurry. Look, guys, we're going to start to wrap this up as always. So what I want to do is a quick run around. I want to give Dylan 30 seconds. Dylan, give us a rundown.
I need more time. So don't forget that our top 3 affiliates here, there's another person should be here today, Satya Kanchana. Unfortunately, because of his internet integrity, he couldn't join us live today. So that's unfortunate. Please also give your congratulations to him. Connect him with on Facebook. Learn how he did it or to become the top affiliate as well. And to wrap up, another quick statement for everyone to connect back Nicholas' opening speech. Ask, learn, do. Ask, learn, do. Ask, learn, do. Dare to ask, hungry to learn, and hashtag take action. Okay?
Beautiful.
Ciaran, next to you.
Lonnie, got last
Yeah.
word from you?
Just hashtag take action. Woo, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Nice and simple. All right, we're going
Yes.
to run the show out with Miss Ciaran, the star of the show for today. So, Miss Ciaran,
Yay.
final word from you.
Thank you for that. Well, I can say the quotation or a phrase that empires aren't built in one day. So just don't rush things, okay? Learn, apply, and then put your commitment, put your heart into whatever, even not GrooveAsia, in whatever your goals in life. And of course, faith with God. I just hung on Him, and I know He has a better, bright future for me and my kids. I feel the goosebumps again, and I know I can feel because I prayed that God is guiding us or with us with GrooveAsia. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See you on
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Stick around. As always, don't forget
Thank
this
you.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
This
See you next
weekend,
time.
we've got the live list building mini course on. If you haven't signed up for that yet, jump onto our Facebook page, find the link, get onto it, make sure you're on that event because it's another one of these over delivers that you're not going to want to miss. So until next time, we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.